Good evening and welcome to the Tuesday night Fountain Pen Supper Club, the assembly of fountain pen heroes that get together every Tuesday night for the live chat. And for all of you who watch this in the replay, a very warm welcome. Thanks for being here. I have a very exciting show for you this evening, the night before a holiday here in the United States. A very hot day today. You may hear the faint sound of an air conditioner behind me. If you do, I apologize, but I would not be able to do the show without it because it's about 100 degrees outside and I am very susceptible to heat. But I do want to say a warm welcome, and if you watch this channel regularly, please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you along on this journey with us. And if you want to support the channel even more, consider becoming a member. We have a pen pal group for Cognoscenti and Illuminati members, which is a lot of fun. There's a lot of blooper reels and everything else going on behind the scenes. So if you really love the channel, it's a nice way to get involved. Thank you to all the members, many of whom are here this evening. You guys keep this ship afloat. And boy, do we have a lot to talk about. There's so much going on. So much is coming into the studio. I got something from Scrivener that I'm really excited to share with you. And I'm kind of excited just to see it myself because I haven't opened it yet. So that should be super fun. They sent it randomly. So I'm not really entirely sure what it is, except that it's a pen. I mean, I think that much is established, right? I'd be very surprised if it was something else. I don't accept everything, you know. You have to pace yourselves. And I don't want the channel to be purely about fountain pen reviews. This is a channel about ideas. It's about inspiration. It's about the fountain pen and where it can take us. You start with the pen, and it opens doors to the universe, inspiration, aspirations, things you haven't thought of. So many things occur to me during the day. I am always working in my notes app on my Apple devices and putting in titles for future videos, or occasionally I'll dash off a script while I'm driving or in between something or another I'm doing. There's so much inspiration out there, and I really want to show you guys a bigger world beyond buy this pen. That's probably the most boring part of this hobby. I don't want you to buy the pen as much as I want you to use the pen. Get a little sunshine on it. Take it outdoors. Go journaling with it. Take it to a museum. Have you ever sat in an art gallery and just wrote down your observations about a painting you just looked at or some of the interesting people around you? It's so much fun. Or go to a cafe. Get a nice Saturday morning. Take your family with you. Make it a social activity. You can write and talk at the same time. I have a 7-year-old. I can answer all of her questions and journal at the same time. I'm a dad. That's what we do. We are dads. We answer questions. I became a dad for the jokes, as you all know. I did write a new dad joke. I might try to dig that out later. So, welcome, as I said, and I got to look at my notes because I am way already derailed. But I think the show is actually probably at its best when it's slightly derailed, slightly unhinged. I think I probably do best when I don't have a script. And to that end, we have some fantastic videos coming up. This summer season, I thought the summer season was going to be slow. I didn't realize how much I have to say, and I wasn't expecting what happened over the last week. I have been swept with a wave of inspiration and energy, and I dashed off 3 videos over the weekend, and I've edited half of them, 1.5, and I wanted to shoot again tomorrow, but I'm probably going to have to edit and get all my editing done. But that's 3 videos I'm really proud about, and there's different subject matters on Grail pens, on the Montblanc 149, on the Pilot Custom 823. These are ideas, guys. I think you're going to love them. All right, let me take a moment to say hello to everyone. Allie J's here. Always love to see Allie J. I speak quite a bit with Allie offline. John Manuel's here, who helps me with the pen pal list. So if you sign up as Cognoscenti or Illuminati and you want to be in the pen pal group, John Manuel's the guy who's going to add you to the list, and he does a wonderful job. Thank you, John. I'm going to meet John in Washington, D.C. at the Big Pen Show. I will be there. Helen will be there, who's probably more popular than I am. If we had polling, I bet she would poll higher than I do. And, of course, the mighty, the incomparable Imogen will be there as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Joseph Brown asks, are we allowed to suggest topics? Of course you are. Everybody does. You're just the only one who asks. Most people just do it. They just say, hey, can you make a video about this pen? And I usually say, I would love to if I own the pen. Sometimes I don't own the pen. And I was beginning to say that I do turn things down. I also sometimes excoriate pens. I have one coming up that I did a review where it's probably as negative as I've gone in a review. And I think it'll be interesting. I wasn't impolite, though. I never am impolite. But I had to be honest. And if you're going to send me a pen to review, I'm going to be honest. A very large pen company wanted to send me pens to review, and I would have loved to have done it. And they wanted to kind of send me a flow of pens, but they wanted them back. And that's where the difficult part came in, because shipping can be tough, and they're from overseas, and it's not easy, and it becomes kind of an obligation where you have to drive 26 miles to drop off a package. Believe it or not, even here in Massachusetts. But that is the case. And also, I don't want a bunch of things hanging over me, and I get attached to pens. So if a pen comes my way, it's going to end up on a list or somewhere else. And if I go to reach for it, my pen library, and it's not there, it becomes confusing. So we did not do that. So I should also mention that we have the Commonwealth Pen Show coming up September 14th. So if you're in Massachusetts, don't miss it. I am planning on being there. I'm a little nervous about parking. I hear there's no parking, so I'm not sure how I'm going to get my family there. But I want to go. It's really lovely. I was there before 2 years ago, and I'll figure out some place to park so that I can get there. But you don't want to miss it. If you're in Boston, it's super easy for you to get to. You can just take an Uber. So I am no longer in Boston. I used to be, but I am no longer. Pots and pans. Oh, who gives pens back? Not me. I mean, sometimes. I have to with Conway Stewart. Conway Stewart sends pens, and I sent them back, but it's not easy. So there you have it. All right, let's get into some meat. We should get into some meat, because I can just speak, and I'm going to bring up some other stuff as we go. But I want to do what pen I'm using. I've got excited about the Magna Carta Mag 600 all over again. I see at Tom Odo over at Goldspot has the Mag 650, which is very pretty. It's the same pen, though. I think the shape of it's slightly different, but it's the exact same nib. I asked the folks at Magna Carta if the nib was different, and they told me it's the exact same nib. But it's a beautiful pen that looks like a Vacuumatic. So it got me excited about this all over again. And I've been having a lot of fun with it. And I'm going to write the name of a different pen, because I said Vacuumatic, and I realized it had a V in it, and I love making V's. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that pretty? So what ink is that? Oh, I wanted to show you, but I put it away. It's Stella. Stella! Well, Stellar. This is from Tom's Studio. And it's a lovely black ink with a blue shimmer. Stella! Stella! Sorry. Don't let me do that again, okay? Sometimes I'm funny, sometimes I'm not. But look at this pen. Look how fun this is. And why have I been using this so much lately? Because I've been writing a lot of letters. I was behind in my letters and I had to get them out the door. The Cognoscenti and Illuminati members of this channel in the Pen Pal group deserved answers. So I did some letters to them. Really exciting. Ooh, do you hear that scribing noise? Boy, do I love that. I mean, look at that. Do you need one of these? Do you absolutely have to have one of these pens? No, you don't. You can, but you don't have to. I find that Flex is fun, but it's not something I do all the time. I would say you're closer to needing to do it if you don't have one. You should have, I think, one Flex pen, unless you're a calligrapher, which I am clearly not. Clearly. But look at this, guys. Isn't that amazing? I mean, really. So, gorgeous. I don't mind it in black, by the way. I do wish I had a prettier one, but I don't mind it in black. Oh, and another nice thing that this pen is good for. You know, every pen has its strengths. Every pen is good for something. This one is particularly good for signing your name. Let me show you. Let me show you. There we have it. There's a little bird over here. How cool is that? By the way, that's not how I actually sign my name, but I kind of wish I did. I wish I did this. I discovered this recently, and I've been writing my name that way, but it's not the way I sign my name. But maybe it will be someday. But it'll have to be after I retire, because my name is on too many mortgages now to change it. So there you have it. There you have it. So what do you think of that, guys? Is that fun? I mean, that is fun for me. But I do say that it gets a little exhausting, Flex pen. Now the trick is, keep it at a nice angle, flex on the downstroke. And it's kind of mellow. But fast writing, it's good. Maybe I should show you how it looks unflexed. Shall I? Steve Ruckle says, ooh, revealing the true name. Let me tell you, Yost Appleboom, he doxed me like 6 months ago when I was keeping my name on the down low, just for separation between my work life and my YouTube channel. Yost was like, Tim Steiner, known as Hemingway Jones. So I was like, well, I guess that's out of the bag. So I love him, by the way. I don't mind at all, but it's just funny. All right. Let's show you what it looks like just writing, shall we? So, very smooth. Like this, one of the smoothest, wettest extra fines you've ever used. Yep. This is the problem, though. Oh, I thought it was going to be empty. Might be me. Let us see. It has that ebonite feed. See, I'm flexing a little. I'm trying not to. Trying to write as lightly as I can. Yeah, there you go. See? You go a little crazy at the end. You think you're not flexing, and then you're like, yes! Giant exclamation point. Alright, sorry. So, pretty great pen. Lots of fun. Do you need it? No. No, you don't need it. But, if you don't have a flex, and you said, which one should I get? I want Fantastic Flex. I'd say get this one. Because you can't do much better, honestly. You can't really do much better than that. I mean, is it flawless? Does it railroad sometimes? Sometimes. But, I mean, look at this. It's pretty good. I mean, my Watchman 5 railroads sometimes. That's pretty good. Alright, why am I spending so much time on this? Because it's fun. That's why. It's fun. Can you blame me? How fun is that? It's super fun. Ooh, thanks for all the likes, guys. I see somebody disliked it already. I have my haters. I do. I could put up the perfect video about world peace and love, peace and understanding, and my haters would come along and dislike it. But I'll tell you this, part of tonight's program, the whole idea of, like, it's not a real Grail pen, like, what is the true Grail pen, is inspired from my haters, from those gatekeepers that come to the channel and they're standing guard over old, boring, tired ideas. I feel sorry for them. They need hugs. They're pale and pasty for being in the basement so long, and they just need some love, and I'm here to love them. But they don't want my love. I don't know where they come from. Maybe they come from Wasky Squirrel's channel. No, I'm just kidding. I love Jason. I'm just teasing. Jason's the best. I just figured I'd pick on him. But they come from somewhere, and they just have such strong ideas, and I admire their passion. I just would love to try to encourage it to go in a different direction. You know, something more constructive. If you love a pen, I'm getting on my top. I'm going to get on my topic. If you love a pen so much that you're commenting on a video about fountain pens in film, which is about finding pens in film and television in those rare instances that we find them. They're not common. Finding a fountain pen in a film, a TV show, is like finding a unicorn in the Antarctic. It's not an easy thing unless you see a narwhal. So definitely not easy to do. So I make a video about it. It's fun. It's pleasant. It's somewhat breezy. I think those sorts of videos I make are very light and fun and easily digestible. They're not challenging. But for some reason, random person takes offense and thinks that a certain pen is not a real luxury pen, and I need to buy this other pen that frankly I don't have and have never tried, but probably will one day. Someone will send it to me, or I'll be at a pen show and somebody will say, try this. It will come my way. I am magnetized. Things come to me. My energy is outward. I draw things in. I have an enormous gravitational pull. I am the planet Jupiter of fountain pen channels. Things come to me. So I would say to this person, take it easy. Simmer down, relax, take a load off. Just settle in, enjoy the video. That pen will probably show up, and soon. So why do you have to gatekeep and say, you would, like all you pen reviewers, you don't know what luxury is. Luxury is and I don't even remember what it was. It was like a Yard of Lead or a Caran d'Ache or something. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's a fine pen. And I'm sorry you don't like Mont Blanc, but, you know, what can I say? What can I say? It's that no true Scotsman fallacy, right? There's that only that which they put their parameters on are the true Grail pens. Meanwhile, to me, a TWSBI could be a Grail pen. A TWSBI Eco could certainly be your only pen. It's that good. It has everything you need. A smooth, beautiful nib. Whereas this person thinks the only real Grail pen is this elitist $1,000 whatever it was. And I use the word elitist because certainly any pen less than $300 is more democratic. It's more accessible. Small d democratic. We can all afford it, even if it's a stretch sometimes. Whereas you get up to $1,000, it thins the people that can afford that. So why is that the only good thing? Is it that much better than a TWSBI? I doubt it. Or a Lamy Safari, one of the best fountain pens on the market. I say it is not. I don't know, guys. I think that the more accessible this hobby is, the more we get people just to try it, just to consider writing. Just writing is a heroic act. This is why I said we are uniting the heroes together tonight, as we do each Tuesday night, because we write. We're already that minuscule part of the population that puts pen to paper, let alone which type of pen and which type of paper. We go that much smaller. We're that much more niche. I mean, we are the heroes. We are all the torchbearers. So why then push out our friends in this community of ours and say your pen isn't good enough? Or because your life experience didn't put you in a place where you can dash off $1,200 for a fountain pen, or your path just hasn't brought you to that place yet, or put one of those in your hands yet, you don't know luxury. You don't know. You haven't even written with a fountain pen. That's ridiculous. It kind of makes me angry. Yeah, I think I'm almost angry. Almost. Except I like to meet anger with humor. But I am on fire tonight, guys, because I feel really good. I've been sick for a while, and I've been a little depressed for a while. And you know, I've had this numb arm thing. That's actually kind of feeling pretty good lately. I've been able to write the way I want to write. I feel like I'm on an upswing physically. Plus, I lost some weight. That always makes you happy. If you like me and you needed to for health reasons. Okay, so how far are we into this show? Wow, we're halfway into this show, and I'm already don't think I've really mentioned anything. So I do want to talk about this week's video. And I'm addressing you, seriously, like you and me one-to-one. This is very important to me. And I know you're a fan of this channel. You wouldn't be watching this live stream otherwise. I have some homework for you this weekend, and I'm asking you a favor from my heart. I have 2 videos coming out, and I want you to check them both out, okay? I'm giving you 2 videos this week, because I have so many videos coming. 2 are coming this week. The first one I am so proud of. I have literally made a discovery, and I know it's silly, but I'm a silly, nerdy guy, and I'm just so happy I can share it with so many of you. So what did I discover? I discovered Ernest Hemingway's lost fountain pens. I am so excited about that. And when I say discovered, I don't actually have them, but we all look at authors and which pens they're using. It's a series I do on this channel. Famous authors and their fountain pens. I covered Hemingway, and I spoke about how everyone out there in the internet world, all the lists, the BuzzFeed lists, things along those lines. Say Ernest Hemingway used a Monte Grappa fountain pen because Monte Grappa is fantastic in their PR by saying that this was the pen he used, and then people tie it in because he was injured in a Veneto outside of Venezia, that perhaps he was near the factory and picked one up. Fantastic narrative, can find no root in fact. Somewhere is an inventory list of all his pens. Now, I found some pictures of him with pens that look like the Parker 51. That's pretty good evidence. However, because I'm a nerd, and I'm the biggest nerd there is that I know, maybe some of you are nerdier than I am. If you're nerdier than me, reach out to me because I'd love to meet you. I went through his letters. So I have his letters. And I found citations where he specifically speaks about which fountain pens he used, when, and what for. So there you have it. I think it's exciting. To me, it's a huge discovery because it's been something I've been searching for years. Excuse me. A little bit of tea. But I hope you can share in my excitement. And that's my first video. And I really think you'll like it. My second video is one of those ones where I said I had to make some videos for myself. And this is one of those, and I'm so excited to share it with you. This video is on the history and the style, and it's a fascinating history. I had no idea I would discover what I would discover here until I looked into the history. This is the history of the Nantucket red pants that you see me wear in many of these videos. So it's about how to wear them, how to style them, where to buy them, and where they came from, and which extremely famous person who actually accomplished things in their lives, not fame for their own sake, wore and popularized these pants and how. So I think you are going to dig it. So if you would do me a favor, watch these videos, give them a like, and comment, and let me know you've seen them, because it will mean a lot to me if you guys would check out the Nantucket's Red video, which is slightly off topic of the channel, but something I love. And I'd like to do some more videos on style items and other things. Maybe, excuse me, I'm thinking about some on wine. Oh, one of my lights died. Sorry, light. I knew it was going to go. I was hoping it would make it. Some on wine, maybe some on food and travel and museums and paintings and style and style items. I think you'll enjoy it. I will never bore you. I promise you that. So that's what's coming up. That's what's coming up, my friends. Gaconia, Murray's Toggery Shop. Watch the video, my friend. I think you'll dig it. I really, really do. Steve Ruckle, you're a riot. HJ wears the pants in this gang. Oh, hey, Simply Obs is here. Hello, Obs. Hope you're well. Always, always a pleasure. Robin Pinnell, who gave me my Grail diary. Your stock is rising, Robin. Thank you so much. Should we wear our red pants? Of course you should, proudly. And even prouder after you watch the video. So I think you'll enjoy it. All right, let me talk some more show notes, because this is important. By the way, thank you for the likes. I see the thumbs going by. I appreciate the likes. It starts to dilute the haters, which I really appreciate. Always appreciate the likes and the super chats. You guys are the best. I love you. I'd be lost without you. But now this is important. Alexandra's art. Do you guys know Alexandra? She's here. She's here. Alexandra, where are you? I saw you fly by. I get a little feed of the chat. You guys are talking so much in the chat. It's flying by. I love it. But Alexandra's here. Where are you? Maybe she'll say something, I'll put her name up. Because I want you all to follow Alexandra's channel. She does art. She's into fountain pen. She's into inks. She's very, very interesting, very compelling, very warm, has a nice presence about her. I really love everything she does. She's on Instagram as well. Well, what did she do? She asked me... Oh, here she is. Okay, everyone. Here she is. Follow Alexandra. She is here on YouTube and just a lovely, positive presence. We need more positive people. Chris Signs, Alexandra, Jason, Wasky Squirrel, Tom Odo, all lovely, positive people. I give them my full support. Brendan Schmidt of Atlas, too. And I'll tell you something about Atlas in a second. But Alexandra invited me to do 20 questions, she calls it. And she asked me 20 different questions about fountain pens. I thought she'd go a little afield. I thought there'd be something. I was expecting a Mike Wallace question there. But they're pretty tough fountain pen questions, I can tell you that. They were interesting and compelling. And I feel like we had a great chat. And it will be airing on her channel soon. And I will post a link to it in the community section of this channel, and you can only access the community section if you subscribe. So subscribe, won't you? You don't want to miss 20 questions with Hemingway Jones and Alexandra. So excited for that. That is coming up. I also want to mention that you can get 10% off at our beloved Atlas stationers with the code HJ10. HJ10. It's in the description of this video. And here's a weird part. Here's something you won't expect. If you use that code, you save 10%. I get nothing. I get nothing. Nothing. This is all for you. From Atlas, from me to you. So the savings is all yours. Nothing comes back to the channel. So it's HJ10. You can get a little bit of money off. Call Brendan up if you're going to buy something. If you always wanted a Visconti Homo sapiens, Brendan's the best guy to buy it from because he'll check the nib for you. You know, I'm not sure every pen seller does that, but he will. And you can get 10% off with HJ10. And I get nothing. But I'm happy to help you guys save a little bit of dough. So there you have it. I want to thank Scott Lasky, who's a member of this channel. He sent me a book of stamps. Little gestures like that just really moved me. He does word searches. I wish I had one. My daughter takes them. She loves them. Even the hard words. He'll do ones with fountain pen terms, with like YouTube personalities, all sorts of stuff. He did one with cicadas. It was just cicadas 25 times, and she had to find them all. She loved it. Loved it. My daughter, so happy. Last day of school for her today, by the way. She's so happy. So here's the thing. He sent me a book of stamps. He knows how many letters I write. I was so touched by that. And they were American flag stamps. Love it. Thank you, Scott. You're a legend. I hope you see this. I don't think you're here tonight. I was hoping you'd be here so I could embarrass you with my gratitude. But there you have it. Boy, I am on fire. Oh, and by the way, it was Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to all the dads. I got a bread machine. I've always wanted a bread machine. My wife bought me a bread machine. And the best part was she made the bread. I didn't have to do it, which is wonderful. My wife is wonderful. But she just wanted it to be good. And let's face it, if I did it, it'd probably be more like my daughter's slime that she makes rather than bread. But what's so cool about it is that you can program it. And then you wake up in the morning and you smell bread and there's fresh bread. And my wife has a gluten allergy, so she can't even have it. But my daughter and I, we just ripped through it and we ate it in like 3 hours. So very, very, very lovely. So happy Father's Day to all the dads. All the dads. Okay. Now I did promise an unboxing, didn't I? So we should get on that. Plus, I want to see what it is. Now, the only thing I did with this is I took it. You know what? I should clean this up. By the way, how much do you like this handwriting paper? Do you guys like this paper? So it's French ruled, and it's Clairefontaine. So it's very nice paper. Clairefontaine, what's it called? I don't know, because I can't read. Maybe you can read it, because my eyes are not that great. But there you have it, okay? Clairefontaine French ruled paper. I think I got this from Brendan. I'm not sure. Okay. So here we have it. Now, let me give you a quick backstory on this one. Ooh, sorry. I did a review of Scrivener fountain pens, and I really like Scrivener fountain pens. I was not expecting to, but I really, really like them. And I still, to this day, use them. If you recall, I have a gold one, a black one, and a red one. The gold one is like 1980s obnoxious gold, and I love it for that. I love it. And then the red one and the black one are a little bit more, everyday pens, but I love that gold one. But they're smooth, they're well balanced, they're well crafted. They're designed in England, they're made in China. They're $50, $35, $40, somewhere around there, depending on which sales or whatever they have going. Love them. I love them. So I just got this. I saw a email and it said your order is on its way. So it says thank you. Now, I didn't open this, but I did check this to make sure it didn't have my address or something, because I one time showed my address. I should tell this story real quick. So it was probably around a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago. And I showed my address on a box, and I had to go back in through YouTube and snip out those seconds. So somewhere, if you were ever watching a live and it felt like it jumped like 4 seconds, that's because I showed my address like a moron. Anyway. So this is what they say. And by the way, look at this beautiful cursive. I mean, they know what they're doing. I appreciate it. Thank you for being such an inspiring voice and for being part of the Scrivener's journey. As a token of our appreciation, please enjoy this personalized pen. Personalized pen. We hope this brings happiness to your everyday writing. All the best, Scrivener team. Now, here's the thing. It's personalized, okay? I want you guys in the comments right now. I want you to post, and even if it's a replay, do me a favor and post, because I want to get a sense of what you guys think before I open it. Does it have my name? Does it say Timothy Steiner? Or does it say Hemingway Jones? My other name. Because I contain multitudes, like Walt Whitman. So I'm kind of curious about that myself, and I have been sitting here for, 3 or 4 days with this, really wanting to know whether or not it has my name or theirs. Okay. Let's open it. Use our trusty Helly. Why do I use a Helly knife? Because my wife is Helly. My wife is Helen. I call her all kinds of names. Nice names, pet names. I call her Helly. I call her Hellion. That's one of my favorites. Heagles. There's a lot of different names. My love. All right, I want to see what you guys are saying. Timothy Jones, Miss Marilyn, darling, look at you. You are magnificent. Hemingway Jones, HJ, because it's fun. All right, I think most people think it's HJ. Oh, Steve Ruckle thinks it's Tim and not. I think they probably did Tim, because that's the name that they know me by on my invoices and stuff when they send me and mail me stuff. But, ooh, it's red. It's red. Ooh, it's pretty. It's pretty. Lift tab, spare cartridges under tray. Oh, those look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, they are awesome. Scrivener, you guys are magnificent. And what's cool about this is it's easier for me to film with this now. And you know, they're smart because they know I'm going to film with this because this is the first pen I've ever received that has my name on it. None of my pens are personalized. I don't have my name on any pen. I have it on a pocket knife. I don't know if you've seen the Layoul I use sometimes, the French farmer's knife that you see me use. That has my name on the blade. But this is magnificent. I am thoroughly impressed, Scrivener. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is cool. I am going to film with this. Plus, I like this pen. It's a good pen. Good, good. Get a converter. I like converters. This is nice. Oh, this is so nice. Now I have a channel pen. See, now this is cool. I wonder if I could get them to, like, launch a Hemingway Jones model, and then we can have, like, I could get a cut. I don't know. We have to work that out. I'll get my lawyers on it. My people will call them. But this is cool. I'm really impressed. Wow. Wow. Are you impressed? I'm impressed. I really thought it would say my name, my everyday name, and it would have limited application. And what else is really cool is that it's in gold. So it's like gold and I don't know what color are we calling this? It's not really red, right? This is maybe maroon or scarlet. I think that's what they call it. I think it's scarlet. I like it. Wow, I am psyched. This is cool, guys. Isn't it fun opening stuff? Don't you love that segment? I sure do. Wow. Thank you, Scrivener. I am really impressed. I guess they like the video. I liked making the video. So that's very, very nice. So I have some other pens over here I can show you. The ones within reach at any time. Oh, look at me. I'm dropping my Mont Blanc 149. Why not? Let's just knock it around a little. This is also engraved, but not with my name, with theirs. But this is a stupendous pen. I am not tired of this. I don't use it a lot, and I no longer take it outside. It is now a desk pen. It's now a desk pen, ladies and gentlemen. And then this has been my everyday pen. What I've been taking to the office. This is the Omas. The Omas Bologna. Which, by the way, I probably should have done this, but the video title I was thinking for the Omas video, I think it's something along the lines of the Grail pen under $400 you need to know. Because I honestly think that represented the Omas Bologna fountain pen the best. But I had two other titles, and I should have put them out in my community section for subscribers here on the channel and let them pick and put it up. My first idea was, who's afraid of the big bad Omas? Because so many fountain pen people seem afraid of Omas. Like, you know, the controversy over the name and who owns what and all that. It's a beautiful pen. Try it before you criticize. My other name, which I really loved, but I didn't think that too many people would get it, was My Bologna Has a First Name, and it's OMAS. I should have gone with that. Anyway, so let's play with this for a second, shall we? Shall we play with it? Dun dun dun. Beautiful pen. Very long nib. Very vintage in its scale. You can see the sparkles in the material. But a fun pen. An extra fine. A very fast pen. Very fast. Also has a lovely scriving noise. But I have to tell you, as someone who writes with a lot of pens, I often put them down when I'm done. Many times I get very excited about a pen right before I use it, because I'll carry it with me and I'll start using it, and then I really like it and I get very inspired, and then I come up with a narrative for a video, and then I film with it, and then I put it down, and often I forget about it. And it's not every pen that I come back to and keep writing with after I'm done filming with it. The Bologna is one. And the reason is I really like the extra fine. It's so thin. So thin. And the sad thing is, when you do a lot of different fountain pen videos, as I do, you do often get kind of distracted. You can't enjoy them as much as you'd like, because you're always going off to the next one, because someone sent it to you and now you need to do some filming with it, and you can't film until you know what it is. So I have made a concerted effort to slow down the march. This whole march of Grail pens can make you bankrupt. Even if you're Jupiter, I'm Jupiter. They come to me. I don't often pay for them. I tell you guys when I do, and I tell you when I don't, because I think that's important for you to know. And you can challenge me and you can filter that any way you wish. But I think that you've all seen me be very, very fair with every pen. And I think you guys know which brands I'm a fanboy of. I'm probably more forgiving with Mont Blanc than a lot of other brands, to be honest, because I love them. I love the history. I'm usually like that with Pilot, because I love Pilot as a brand, and I love the heritage. I love everything about them. I love how Pilot, out of all the pen brands I can think of, can come at you from so many different angles with so many different disparate pens. The Vanishing Point is nothing like the E95S, which is nothing like the Metropolitan, which is nothing like the Pilot Custom 823. That's amazing to me. They are so different. They remind me of Seiko. Seiko can do so many different things at once. Pilot can do that too. Exquisite. Lamy. Brendan Schmidt gave me the Lamy 2000. I love the Lamy 2000 as a pen, but there are things I don't like about it. And I was honest with you what I thought. I said I'd never own it. He cheekily sent it to me. And by the way, HJ10, if you want 10% off at Atlas, I have nothing to do with it. I get no money. This is for you. Just putting it out there in case you didn't hear me earlier. The Lamy 2000, great writer. Love the materials, fit and finish, but those cap latches are horrible. They spoil the whole design. The cap, not the cat. Cat's over there. The cap just grates against the macrolon, and it makes this noise on the metal, and it's like Quint. I think that's what I put in the video. Quint from Jaws, taking his fingernails and driving them down the blackboard. I can't take it. It's bad. It has some bad things. The ink level window is completely superfluous. It's non-usable. It's ridiculous. But it's beautifully rendered. It's transparent, and it seems to be made of Macrolon too, and it's fitted in seamlessly. The piston mechanism disappears when you shut it. It's amazing. So I kind of love it and I kind of hate it at the same time. And I was honest with you guys. I don't ever want to compromise my ethics or my insights or my artistry. I see these videos as art. I feel like I am getting to the top of my game. I don't feel like I've quite nailed this yet. But watch this Nantucket's Red video when you see how slick this is from a design point of view, the way the story is told and is integrated with the images. I have one coming up on cursive that's going to be the same way. It's all in my head now, but you wait. It's going to be awesome. That'll probably come out in August or September. You're going to love that one. I feel like I'm just getting there in my skill. So I am not going to be compromised by brands or companies. So if a pen's crap, I'm going to tell you. The mighty Lad Gardner is here. And Lad doesn't just walk in the room. Lad makes it rain in here. $25. The cat's over there. The cat is over there. Not the cap, the cat. Lad, who has fantastic handwriting. Lad is in the Cognoscenti and Illuminati pen pal group. So if you join that, you can correspond with Lad and see his fantastic penmanship. He also made me a pen case for the Mag 600 that I love. He's great with leather. Brilliant, brilliant guy. Very generous. Thanks for your support, Lad. Love you to death, buddy. Great to see you here. So, you know what? Let me make an announcement for Miss Marilyn Darling, who is doing a beginner's calligraphy class tomorrow at 2 on YouTube. So, Chiro fake name says, getting a little full of yourself, buddy. You think I'm only starting now? I mean, where you been? If you've been from this channel, you should know this channel. You ever seen the old sitcoms? There was that cliche where there was like a devil and an angel on someone's shoulders. That's me in a sense, but it's like there's my ego that thinks I'm awesome and everything I do should have 1 million views and everybody should be fawning over it. And then there's critical me that thinks everything I do is garbage, and they battle it out. And people who know me really well, and I'll add to that, Laddie, he's been through this with me. Allie J, who's been through this with me, they see it in real time where I'm saying, it's horrible, I should delete it, it's so bad, but it's so great, why isn't 1 million people watching? It's strange how I torture myself like this. So if you think this is me full of myself, I would say, where you been? I mean, I've been like this since day one. Maybe I'm a little bit more in the positive today because I feel good. My neck isn't killing me like it has been for 6 months. So pay attention, fake name. I see you in the comments all the time. You should know, buddy. Pay attention. By the way, he's a lovely guy. I love him. Always has very insightful and interesting comments. So very, very good stuff. Wow. I am fired out of a cannon. Trying to see what else I have. York is still here. Has everyone met York? I love this. My wife bought me this for my birthday. It's in all my B-roll now. You'll see him in the background. He holds pens in videos for me. He'll hold a pen. Just very convenient. So very, very lovely stuff. Thanks, York. Articulated jaw. He's a happy yes, Cole. Oh, I have someone else to recognize. Daniel Riviera with a $9.99 super chat. Love your videos. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. I see some speech about penmanship. Daniel, thank you. Thank you for this. I'll put it up again. I appreciate it so much. There he is. Thank you, Daniel. A future topic on this live show is going to be about handwriting, and I call it the myth of handwriting. And it's this idea that what we consider really good handwriting is very uniform. It has a certain uniformity to it. I don't want to criticize standard calligraphy because I think calligraphy is an art. But I'm talking about handwriting. A lot of times you look at it, it's like perfect Palmer. I like expressive. Give me kind of weird. Give me beautiful and strange and erratic and interesting and expressive and evocative of that person. That's kind of handwriting I like. So that's going to be a future idea. I'm working on that. Ooh, Alexandra says skull is the best desk accessory. I agree. He's very handy. And it's like I have someone here to talk to when I'm editing. So very good stuff. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as much as it pains me, I feel like we're at the end of this, but we have 2 videos coming out. One is Ernest Hemingway's Lost Fountain Pens Revealed. I did the work. I combed through his personal correspondences. I have the books. I found which fountain pens the gentleman used, which ones he spoke about. I will be revealing them in that video. I hope you enjoy it. And the history and style of Nantucket Reds. I know it's a little different than what you're used to on this channel, but give it a shot, won't you? I'd really appreciate it. I'd be very surprised if you didn't enjoy it, because it's fun, it's breezy, and it moves along, and it fulfills my one promise to you. Bloated ego or not, I promise and I commit to you, I will never bore you. I am here to entertain you. Are you not entertained? I gotta throw the pen down. Are you not entertained? Anyway, and on that note, and on that bombshell, it's time to end. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, maybe join the channel, but know that I love you and I'm glad you're here, and I can promise you I'll see you twice this week. What are you doing? You give me a super chat when I'm saying goodbye? I love it. Duke, you're the man. You are the man. Thank you so much, Duke. $10 from Duke. Why the 2 copies of Ghost Set of Watchmen? That's a great question, and thanks for the $10 to ask it, and thanks for your support. It's generous, helps keeps the lights on, and it means a lot. Thank you. 2 copies because 1 I wanted to read and 1 I wanted to collect. So that's why 2. I wanted 1 not touched. And I figured I'd read 1 and pass it on, but I never got around to reading it. I have trouble with fiction. I usually like nonfiction. So that's why. You'll see there's a lot of duplicate books. I have 2 Doctor Strange and Mr. Norrells too, which I also love. That I did read. And for the same reason, I have a rare white copy of that one. Still in the plastic. I should take it out of the plastic. And if you're a fan of that series, it's streaming on Prime right now, and it's fun. So catch it. And catch G-1 on Netflix. All right, I got to say goodbye because I try to commit to an hour because people say that's about the extent of their attention spans, which I can appreciate because I start to lose my voice after an hour. But thank you all. I'll see you soon. I hope you enjoy the videos. See you further up the road. Thanks for everything and take care.